Hi, everybody! Happy Saturday night, and hark, what puppy doth bark yonder? The puppies want to go outside. They get to go outside now every day, sometimes a couple of times a day, and when they think it's time to go out, they sure let us know. But it's not really great weather out there right now, and I'm doing live stream, so sorry, kids.
Natalie's here.
Hi, Natalie. Good evening. Yes, Italian beef, huh? I'm excited. I can't wait. I've been again. This old guy and I have been looking forward to doing this all week long, so it's going to be tasty. Yeah. Boy, these.
They're really loud.
They're really. The puppies want to go outside, and we're not letting them. So they're letting us know that they're unhappy.
Brandy's here.
Hi, Brandy. Good evening. Welcome. Man, and for those of you that,
John.
hi, John. I got some news for you in a little bit. But for those of you that saw the reminder for live stream last night, that was totally my wrongdoing. When I set the date, I guess I clicked the wrong day, and so apologies for that. I did not change my day. Still going to be Saturdays, so sorry about that. And I hope the doggies, when they bark, the puppies aren't too loud.
Brandy says, gotcha with the pups. Totally understand.
Oh man, they've taken over. So tonight, Italian beef sandwiches. Yum. And I don't know. I did put a video yesterday of me actually making my own Italian beef. There's not really any stores around us that carry Italian roast beef, and that's what I wanted to use for the Italian beef sandwiches. So I made my own. There is a video that I posted, so if you didn't see it, just maybe after my live stream you can go check it out or whatever. But and I have some mozzarella that I made the other day, and I also have some small bread rolls that I made. So most of this is homemade. There would be very little that isn't.
Jared's here.
I'm sorry, who? Jared? Hey, Jared.
Tierno.
Jared Dierno?
Tierno. T-I-E-R-N-O.
Jared, good evening. Old Guy's Kitchen, Saturday night. And John, I might as well let you know, your name came up. The magic flying fickled finger. Pointed to your suggestion of, what was it, Miss Old Guy? Remind me? Chicken a la king in a bread bowl. So that is coming up the week after next. Next week is going to be Sean's request from Sean in the Pack. And he requested like a fish tacos, and so I'm going to do a twisted version of a shrimp taco. So I hope you guys will be here for that. So today, along with the Italian beef sandwiches, Miss Old Guy and I thought it would be nice to have a little Italian pasta salad to go with it. So there's some rotini. It's all cooked up, and I'm going to get a little veg going in it while we're talking here. So just to get things going. So I hope everybody had a good week, and as always, pop in the old chat there what you're having for your dinner tonight. Old Guy wants to know.
John says, awesome, brother. And Brandy says, yum, shrimp.
Shrimp?
Brandy says, yum, shrimp. She said shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos.
She said fish tacos.
This is not going to be your regular tacos. I can guarantee you that. All right, so parsley in there. Got some of these. Wow, those guys are really getting it in there. This old guy stepped away for a minute so she can check what's going on with those guys. They're going crazy in there. So we got some of these little, very colorful cherry tomatoes to go in this salad. And I'm just going to give them a quick quarter. I'm also going to put in a little bit of green pepper, some sliced, very thinly sliced carrot, and some celery. And then I'm going to pop over here and I'm going to make a little balsamic vinaigrette to kind of pull the whole thing together. These are going to be good. Good. Right. So I hope everybody has had a good week. It was a good week here. We're finally starting to get the warmer weather all the time. You know, spring is really kind of set in. Up where we're at, sometimes it still gets kind of chilly in the day, but that's kind of going away now. And most of the days are finally starting to get warm. Yes. Okay, got my celery here. Put in a little bit of celery. Celery, an underused vegetable. They're going crazy in there, Miss Old Guy.
They are. As always. Natalie said that she had Mexican tonight from a local place and had chicken, steak, and cheese burrito with rice.
Oh yeah, it sounds delicious.
And John's having chili ducks. And Sean's here. Yummy dinner time.
Hey,
What
Sean.
should I get here?
I was just letting folks know that your request is up next week. Not shrimp, but fish tacos. And you and I discussed what I'm going to do with that. And other folks will find out when the day comes. Also, in that this salad, I'm going to have a little bit of these mini pepperonis just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. We're going to make a pasta salad, an Italian pasta salad. Might as well do it right.
Randy says crab meat salad. I mix up with lettuce, cucumbers, with Italian bread.
Oh, that sounds yummy. It does. All right, I'm not going to put a ton in, but a few. All right, there's good. So, like I said, I did post a video of how I made this Italian beef. If you haven't watched it, please do.
Sean said yummy. Fish tacos.
Fish tacos. And they're going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to also get some veg cooking up here for the sandwiches. Take care of the veg prep work here real quick. So I got onions and these small peppers. Aha. See, I almost forgot. I wanted to put some of these peppers in the salad. And I almost forgot. So let me pull one out now. One of each. So we got these small, just sweet peppers to go in the saute pan. I'm going to cook them up a little bit, along with a couple of jalapenos. And then there's the jar of pepperoncinis to go on that beef sandwich. I've got the au jus that was made from the baking of that yummy Italian beef. So this is going to be a pretty good sandwich. Looking forward to this.
Crazy Dab's here. Nate and Les.
Tim, Nate, Les. Hey guys, good evening. Glad you guys are here. And I'm just kind of getting the veg started for these sandwiches. All right. for those of you that are all interested or have been watching what I've been posting on our progress in the garage, I got all the walls have been taped off, and the ceiling is just about done. I got some more to do on that, but I'm steps closer to being finished and being able to pull everything back in, my workbench, all my tools, put up the new stuff that I got. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but there is a local Ace Hardware, and once a year, in the spring, they go through and just get rid of stuff that they're not going to use anymore. Things like wire shelving or display cases, and just various items that a store would use. And so Miss Old Guy and I went this year and scored some really nice, I think they're 5 by 5 metal peg hole type board to hang tools from. And there are 2 of them, brand new wire racks, all kinds of really neat stuff. So I'm really looking forward to getting it put in.
Toilet bowl food reviews here.
Hey, bro, what's happening here? Hey, welcome. How's them Dalton brothers? All right, I'm gonna get this veg cut real quick. Get them in the pan. Kind of blah blah here. I can blah blah, but I gotta talk. Actually, do something while I'm blah blahing. Okay. Get some veg. So, for those of you that don't know, they're just here. Italian beef sandwiches. And virtually all of it is made homemade. I made the cheese, I've made the bread, and I made the Italian beef. So that's about as close as I can. I can't grow the veggies quick enough. Okay, so that's going. Whoops.
Dad said that they had pizza and southern fried chicken sandwiches.
Oh yeah. That sounds great. Almost forgot my jalapenos.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No hard, no foul. I can still get them in and going. And I gotta say hi to my brother Doug and my sister-in-law Charles. Hi guys. Hope you're having a good night. All right.
Big guy thinks he wants out.
Yeah. The puppies definitely want to. They turned out a little bit small. But there's my little bread rolls to make sandwiches on, and if I don't think those are going to be enough, I ran to the store and bought myself a baguette just in case it's not enough, and I decide I want more sandwich. But for now, this will be fine. They didn't raise like I thought they would, or no. The ball of dough that I had didn't make as big of a sandwich as I thought it might, so that's okay.
John said he had some leftover homemade chili with the hot dog.
Nice.
Toilet bowl review said OG is going to be in an upcoming film. It's a spaghetti western. He already shot his lines, and they're already edited into the film. Sean says, I'm having chicken and veggie lasagna, garlic nut, and salad for dinner.
Awesome. Well, hey, TV. Hate to call it toilet bowl. I don't think just stick with TV. I got to tell you, I was very flattered that you would ask me to do that for you, and I had a lot of fun doing it. You didn't see all the outtakes.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. So I had a lot of fun doing it, and I really can't wait to see what you've done with it. So thank you for asking.
J Mark's here.
J Mark! Hey man, welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen on a Saturday night. We are rocking Italian beef sandwiches. I made the beef, I made the cheese, and I made the bread. Bread's in the oven cooking, which reminds me, I should probably set a timer so I don't scorch them.
Crazy Dad says this. Buddy, here's the barking and says hi back.
Yep. Our dogs are like that too. If we're watching a video or something, they'll start barking. But sometimes they don't care at all. Like not long ago, I was watching some old episodes of Lassie, and Lassie barks all the time, and they just, it didn't matter at all.
He said, great idea with extra bread. Always use it.
Oh yeah. Well, I have plans on making a video doing making some French onion soup. I haven't done that yet. And so I was telling Mrs. Old Guy that what we don't have or don't use tonight, it makes some, nice little crostinis to go on the French onion soup. So.
TB2 works for his name.
I'm sorry, what?
You can call him
TB?
TB2.
Super.
And Cousin Cletus is perfect for the Parkinson.
What? I'm sorry.
Cousin Cletus was perfect for the Parkinson.
Well. Cletus sure had a good time doing it. I did. All right, so I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to get my balsamic vinaigrette made. I've got a little bit of diced onion. I'm going to toss that in there. Point. Maybe just a smidge more. Point. A little bit of crushed garlic. Not a whole lot. Maybe about a half a teaspoon, perhaps. Point. Pop that in there. I got the old balsamic here. And I'm going to add roughly a quarter cup, 4 tablespoons. A little pinch of sugar. Maybe an 1/8 teaspoon if you need to measure it. Swipe up my mess and throw it over my shoulder. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
What do you use tomatoes for?
What did I use the tomatoes for? They're in salad.
Okay, I couldn't remember what you were doing.
Yeah, you know what? That reminds me. Steam them out a little bit. I do want to toss a couple of these tomatoes into my veg. I'll put them in, they'll burst on their own.
I'm going to ask you how Val at Trippy Cooks is doing.
As far as I know, he's okay. Just guess he's just got like a little, annoying cold. He just didn't feel like he wanted to have the live stream this weekend, and that's what I know. Not as much as everybody else. All right. So now time to make the emulsion. All the veg, vinegar and whatnot's in there. Did I put my salt and pepper? I don't think I did. I don't believe I did. I brought it over, but I didn't put any in. I wanted to check the veg there. So there's the salt. Or if I did, it's not going to hurt anything to put a little bit more. What the heck? It's not like I'm dumping a whole bunch. Yep. All right. It's going to get a little bit noisy. Sorry about that. Let's see how that tastes.
TV said that he loves Italian beef sandwiches. The best one he ever had was in Chicago.
I've not had a whole lot of Italian beef sandwiches, and the last one I had was terrible. It really was. It had no flavor to it. The meat was totally dry. The vegetables were not good.
Kmart asked if the stream just froze, or was it just him? But I don't see it freezing.
I don't know. Everybody, leave a comment if the stream frees up for you guys.
Fluffy Bird Man, I love a good sandwich.
Hey, Robert. Thanks for coming, man.
Lisa's here and says hi, Tom.
Hey, Lisa.
Lisa.
Awesome. I'm going to add a little bit of green onion to my salad here.
TV said, whenever passing through Chicago while touring, I always have to get an Italian beef and a deep dish pizza and a Chicago-style Vienna.
Oh, yeah. Why not? As they say, when in Rome. Come on. Oh, those look beautiful. Let me show you guys.
TV said Chicago is known for their Italian beef sandwiches, just like Philly is for their Philly steak sandwiches.
Oh, yep. Well, and I guess every city has their food. I guess I wasn't aware that Chicago was the place for Italian beef, but there's a look at the veg. Can you see that okay, Mrs. Wilgun?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to set this aside. Turn a little bit of heat on to this. Shoot! Got my dressing here. Toss some of this into the salad. And then this will I'll give you a taste and tell me what you think, all right? Give the folks a look at the salad here. Oh. One component. I sliced them up for the frying pan, but not for the salad. So let me get a little bit of this pepper in there for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Almost forgot. Almost slipped me. Not gonna let it happen. Boy, these puppies. Doesn't take long for a dog, I guess, of any age to become used to a routine.
Yep.
They're really used to going outside a couple times a day, and they're not getting it today, and they're letting us know that they're not happy about it.
TV said for him personally, nothing smells better than in a frying pan than peppers and onions. He absolutely loves that smell.
Oh, me
He
too.
goes, I bet your kitchen smells delicious.
Oh, it does.
It does.
Smells great. And yesterday when I made this Italian beef,
Oh man.
it really smelled good then. See there, I almost forgot this part too. Good thing I keep this stuff in front of me.
Yeah.
Want just a little bit of thin sliced carrot on it.
G-Mark says, I bet it smells amazing in there.
Totally. Smells like a sandwich shop kind of. I can smell the bread cooking in the oven. I can smell the vinaigrette. I can smell the It does. It smells kind of like a little deli or something. All right.
Jared here, Jackie.
Hey, Becky, Mr. Jared, sir, welcome. I'm just gonna pick up some of my mess here so that I can get into the cheese.
TV says that he loves food air.
This is gonna be so good. Again, I've been looking forward to this all week. This old guy too. This is the highlight of our week when we get to do this stuff. So, okay, let me dump this. Boink. Okay. Whoop. So let's take a look, and maybe I'll cut the cheese first. That didn't mean that like it sounded. And this is the mozzarella I made the other day. It turned out beautifully after on the second time. But for the first time ever making cheese, I'm happy. You know, it'll turn out better every time I do it. Jeez, you guys.
Poor big guy. That's a big guy.
That's the big guy. He's 7 weeks old and he weighs 20 pounds. He's a big puppy. Alright, we cut up this cheese here, put it in my salad, and I'll call it a done deal. Okay. Snap! Little.
TV said, I guess the big craze right now with the vegetarians is eating tofu and a salad while in the parking lot of a steakhouse. I guess the meat air helps the tofu taste better.
That's cheating.
And John said the puppies are very vocal.
Oh, very
They
vocal.
are.
They want to go outside. They really want to go outside. All right, I'm going to put some of this in a bowl. Make sure it's got pepperoni in there. Cheese. Oh, yeah. Let's let these guys take a look here. Maybe your fork. So there's the Italian pasta salad. Yum, yum. And this old guy will let me know if it's worth a darn. I reckon I'll put some into a bowl for me. All right.
Yum.
Yay, it's yummy. Okay. I'm going to cut this, finish slicing up this cheese because most of the rest of this is going on the sandwiches. Oh, this is going to be so good. Take a peek at my bread. It's got like a minute left. We are just plugging right along. Okay, there's my mozzarella.
TV said, according to the Vegetarian Council, it's not counted as cheating. And Randy, he says, looking forward to seeing that movie.
Yes,
that
me
he's
too.
putting out.
Me too.
And
And I'll be available for autographs after the premiere.
and TV said that he's going to go send Backseat Johnny to review the meat air at the local steakhouse parking lot.
The meat air. I wonder if we could make a meat air meter, a meat air meter, and see how much exactly meat aroma is in the air at any particular time.
Randy said that the film will be at the Olive Branch Plus channel, and hopefully will premiere before the end of spring.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. Gotta grab a little rack. Just to put these little tiny little sandwich rolls. Like I said, I way underestimated the size of the roll I made this morning. But that's okay. It is what it is. That's why, like I said, I got the baguette if I need to make more sandwich. Okay. Now let's take a look at this beautiful Italian beef.
Meat air equals 0 calories.
And it's gluten free. Let's not forget that. I guess I'm going to slice a little bit and then I'll show you guys. I'm excited. This is tri-tip, so it's going to be really nice and tender. All right, let me show you guys. Open that up a little bit so you can see. Try to get it so you can see it in the light here. How's that? There's those slices. If I could get it to hold upright, those are almost see-through.
Yeah.
So what do you want to try the first taste?
Sure.
You're welcome. Drum roll.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Well, if I get a thumbs up from her, that means I got to say.
That's good.
That is really good.
TV says, ooh, yum.
We got those Italian herbs on the top.
That's good.
That turned out really nice. Really nice. I'm going to start slicing this up to make the sandwiches.
Randy says, looking good from here, yummy.
Looks like it cooked at the right temperature. So, let's slice this up here. I've been doing this for a little while so I can get these slices just about as thin or sometimes even thinner than you can get it on a machine. So I don't miss having one. It's not the same way with cheese though. Cheese is a pain. Oh, this is going to be so good. Put these in the au jus. Au jus!
Natalie says, can I come over for dinner? Might take me a minute to get there.
Well, the best I can do for you, Natalie, is to make your request. Now, y'all knew 2 weeks ago that I was going to make this on today, so you could have planned to be here and could be sitting right there in the chair I got right there, enjoying one of these here sandwiches. So that's on you. All right. That's probably going to make a couple of sandwiches. Turn this back on. Just kind of set that meat in there. Give my hand a quick rinse. Moment of truth is coming.
laughing faces.
Here we go. Oops, missed a couple little pieces here. Get that hot. Set this aside. There's the little buns. Yeah, those turned out a lot smaller than I wanted them to, but that's okay. We'll call them live stream size. Okay.
It's about right size for me though.
Yep. They're still piping hot on the inside, so I'm going to get this cheese in there right away. Let that cheese start to melt. Oh, this is going to be so good. You know, I can't say it enough that Miss Olga and I really look forward to doing this every Saturday and cooking your requests. So, and again, I want to ask you, if you have a request, go ahead and let us know now. Mrs. Olga is always sitting with pen or pencil and paper handy, ready to jot down any food requests, and then it gets put up on our board. And I point the flying fickled finger. It's pickled because it doesn't know where to go. Keeps going other places.
Ari's here. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Ari. Good evening. You are just in time to watch the building of these Italian beef sandwiches. Okay. I guess I'm going to turn the heat back on these just for a second. Just to put, warm them back up just a tad. Break up a couple of those meters. Alright. You want a lot of jalapeno or just a few? There's a lot in here, I'll tell you that.
I guess how many ever you give me. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
Oh. No, I got you. Okay. Now, just enough to give it a little bit of a rewarm. All right, let's start with some meat here. It's gonna be delicious. Come on. Go. It's
gonna be yummy.
This is.
Randy says her daughter and I enjoy watching the cooking requests too. She reminded me earlier this afternoon.
Ah. Well, I'm glad she did. And I'm glad you enjoy coming and old guy and hanging out with me. That's awesome. I do appreciate it.
I ran Popova. Hey, what's cooking?
Italian beef sandwiches is what's cooking. As a matter of fact, I just got through stuffing one for my wife. The bread roll, the meat, and the cheese that is on here is made by yours truly. Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen, where I do viewer requested dinners. So, welcome, and I hope you come back sometime. Well, where are you from? Just you don't have to give me like your street address, just a general location. State would be fine.
TV2 says amazing.
It is. Uh-oh. This little guy. I failed you.
Oh, shame on you.
I failed you. I forgot to put on her pepperoncini. Let me see the back. I'm glad you didn't bite it yet. I don't even have the cutting board
Shame
here.
on you. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rough it on this one. I will get you some pepperoncini on you, okay?
Thank you.
It's not, it wasn't anything that I did on purpose. It just, they were right in front of me, and I didn't notice it.
Going outside?
Well, that's what happens when you get to be an old guy, and that's an excuse I can use all the time.
Thank you.
It's an all-purpose excuse. I'm old. Now, where am I doing? Right there. Let's finish building my sandwich here. Pile on the meat. Nope, you don't want that fork. This old guy, do you still have your fork?
I do.
All right.
Thank you.
No. Thank you. Okay. Come on. A little more. All right. I gotta clear away a couple little things here. Pull up my chair. Because it is finally my favorite time of night. When I get to eat what my viewers have requested. Natalie, I'm going to take a second here and thank you very much for this awesome dinner idea. Italian beef sandwiches. Why not? It gave me the inspiration to kind of go that extra mile and make as much of it homemade as I could.
Wow. Right was hot.
Yeah, I guess you got some jalapeno on that one?
Yeah, but it was good.
Hot but good. Now that's awesome.
Natalie requested chicken bacon ranch croissant roll-ups and baked mac and cheese.
That would be a challenge in an hour. Accepted. We'll see. We'll see when it comes around. All right. Well, here we go. That is nice. That is really nice. Only one more thing that I want. Just want to try using this au jus as a dip. Again, it is loaded with those same Italian herbs and spices that I use to make the beef with. So I'm going to see what kind of dip this makes.
Crazy Dad requested homemade chicken pot pie.
Oh, wow.
Ibran says, little sentimental value, lover of your show, but I gotta go. I'll drop us up.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you dropping in. Come see us next time. Check out a few videos. I appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. All right. I got to try this salad.
Randy says, taking to the next flavor level. Yes.
That's a good salad dressing. Could have used a little more salt, but it's good. It's very good. This is fun, and I don't want you folks to go away. Let's see here. I'll kind of finish up. I made a special dessert for tonight. And I'll do a reveal here in just a second. I want to take just another bite or two of this sandwich, and then I'll pull it out.
T-Bird said, I get to watch the best part. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, man. You're never late. You know, anytime that you want to come in and spend with old guy, whether it's the last few minutes or the whole thing, you know, that's awesome. It's all good to me. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. The wife and I are so enjoying these sandwiches. They're really good. I know you missed everything, so I made the cheese, I made the mozzarella, I made the Italian beef, and I made the bread. And I am not disappointed. The tri-tip I used to make this beef. Wow, it is so tender. Just amazing. All right, well, I'll set this aside and come back to it. Maybe one more bite of my salad. I'm gonna go grab this dessert and explain to you guys what I did. What did you do now, Tom? All right.
T-Bird said that they're having pork souvlaki.
Oh yes, I know that dish.
And lemon rice.
I know that dish. I've had that before. The recipe I used was from that guy, the Frugal Gourmet. I don't remember his name. But anyway. So what have I got here? You might want to know.
Randy asked where you purchased the meat.
We got our meat at our local Kroger store. There are different names around the country, so I'm not sure what it would be, or if you have Kroger's in your part of the country, but that's where we got it.
T-Bird said, saved in my OG playlist, you made French dip. You
Tonight?
made Italian beef.
We made Italian beef. And then I was just dipping in the au jus. All right, let me pop this ring off. Can't quite see that layering effect that I had hoped, so I'm not going to bother to actually lift it up and show you.
Randy said, okay, yeah, Kroger's are here in Tennessee.
What I did was I made a cheesecake, and then on top of that I made a creme brulee. So I basically have a creme brulee cheesecake here, and I'm going to cut a slice, and I'm going to torch it. Put the sugar on there and torch it like you would a creme brulee, because that's what it is on the top, and it's a nice, rich, thick New York cheesecake on the bottom. So, oh, thank you, Mrs. Logag.
Randy asked if that was a cheesecake.
It is a cheesecake.
T-Bird said, oh, okay.
Okay, what's that?
T-Bird said, oh, okay. About the sandwich.
French dip is, by the way, French dip is my absolute favorite sandwich ever, bar none. So, just so you know, so we all know. Okay, I'm gonna get another knife out. Maybe we can see the layer this way. I don't know.
T-Bird said that's a classy dessert.
Well, we'll see how well these layers separated. The problem that I found out, I need a new spring form. Because when I poured the creme brulee over the cheesecake, it kind of went down the sides and out the bottom, which shouldn't happen. The bottom ring should lock in tighter than that. So, but that's okay. Let's take a look here. Well, first piece never comes out good. Let me try the next.
Little Jams sandwich looks good.
Well, thank you. The sandwich is good. Now I'm just hoping I can get this cheesecake to turn out. There we go. That's a little better. First piece kind of fell apart on me. Trying to pull it out. Alright. This was an experiment. I've never done this before, so I mean, I've made cheesecake a bunch of times and creme brulee a bunch of times, just never one on top of the other. Alright. So pull the old sugar bowl.
You are going to torture it.
Oh yeah. It's not creme brulee if you don't caramelize that sugar on top. So we'll see how this idea works. A creme brulee cheesecake. Keep my fingers crossed, folks. There we go. Holy smokes.
Brandy says, like the combo idea, bring on the flame.
Yeah, the flame was a little more than I thought it would be there. Get that back under control. Alright, let's get this other one done.
Not to pick and choose here. Hey, Tom.
Hey! How are you this night? Pikachu. We are just kind of doing a little bit of dessert here. I made a creme brulee cheesecake. And I'm just trying to brulee.
She asked how you're doing.
Doing great. And how about yourself? Did you have a good week? I hope you did. It was a good week around here. Got more stuff done in my garage.
Little Jam says, dropping a sub, enjoy your content.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that more than you can know. Without subs, right, what's the use of having the channel? So I really appreciate that. And you may or may not know, but Saturday nights, I cook viewer-requested dinners. Tonight was Natalie's request, and she requested the Italian beef dinner, or Italian beef sandwiches, so that's what I made. Mrs. Old Guy is gonna get this piece of cheesecake, this little bit of creme brulee here. It turned out all right. Like I said, the layer, you can kind of see it, but they're both similar in color, so it's kind of hard to see. No, you can't. Not really, because the colors are almost exactly the same.
Pikachu sounds good.
Oh.
T-Bird says, welcome, Little Jams.
All right, yes. We give him a warm welcome. Warm and hearty old guy hello. All right. Let's see how good this is.
Little Jim says that he's in Louisiana. He made a shrimp boil. It was good.
Oh, shrimp is really good. Last couple of weeks I've used shrimp. So, yeah, love me some shrimp.
Really good.
It is. Let me try another bite. That's a really interesting texture. You get kind of the thick sort of feeling with the cheesecake, but with that creme brulee cooked on the top, it like softened up like the top part of the cheesecake. So they just kind of meld together. It's a really nice textural sensation. Really super creamy and a little bit dense. Heck yeah. That really works. The only thing I suppose I would do different next time is try to do something so that you maybe make it a chocolate cheesecake on the bottom so that you can see the difference in the layers. Flavor.
Yeah, it's really good. T-Bird said he did mine last week. Viewer for life. Mr. and Mrs. OG did shrimp last week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lisa says, don't worry, Tom, it's all good.
Well, really, if I'm going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. So, last chance to go ahead and throw out a dinner suggestion, or even if it's like a dessert. The only problem with desserts is that almost all of them are going to need to be made ahead of time. So they're going to be something that I'll pair it up with another meal that I am going to prepare and then show the dessert. So I've done that a couple of times. I suppose that's the only real exception. You know, there's some things like if you request smoked ribs, obviously I can't have a stream long enough to smoke a rack of ribs. So what you're gonna get is the tail end when, you know, they just get ate up, and maybe I make some sides to go with it. So.
Little Jam says cheesecake's one of his favorites. And T-Bird said bananas. Bananas in it?
No, it does not have bananas, but I have made banana cheesecake. Years back at one of the restaurants in the kitchen that I was managing, they had 2 cheesecakes a week, and it was my detail to have 2 flavors of cheesecake every week, and I was tasked not to repeat for a year. So that was 108 cheesecake flavors at minimum that I needed. So there probably isn't a lot of flavor combinations, maybe save this, that I haven't tried. So, but I always love making cheesecake. It's one of Mrs. Old Guy's and I's favorite thing. That's why I made it. This wasn't requested. I just decided to make it.
Randy requested German chocolate cake.
Okay. Do you want to know something interesting about German chocolate? It's not actually German. I mean, they do have chocolates in Germany, but over here, German chocolate cake and stuff like that was in that particular flavor of chocolate was invented by I can't remember his first name. I want to say Herbert, may not be right, but his last name was German, and he won a contest. It was back in, I think, the 40s, maybe the mid 30s, and it became, you know, he won this contest and it became super popular, and it was boxed as German chocolate cake. Yeah. So, but just a little bit of, food trivia that really isn't going to ever make me any money.
Crazy Dad's chop suey cake sounds good.
Chop suey cake?
And Little Jim says, hey, Crazy Dad, what cake is that? I've never heard of it.
Chop suey cake.
Joshua Maxwell's here.
Hey, Joshua. Glad you're here. We are kind of starting to wind things down a little bit, but, I'm glad you're here. At least you took a minute to pop in and say hey to old guy. And I appreciate that. Italian beef sandwiches. So good.
Yep. Great request.
It was a very good request, and I appreciate it immensely. Just like I appreciate every one of you that is watching right now. Without you, certainly this would be pointless. And like I said before, I'm going to just keep saying it. This is the highlight of Mrs. Old Guy and I's week. We love looking forward to the, what are we going to pick? What's going to come up, and then planning the week or 2 weeks ahead for what's coming up. We really look forward to it. It certainly breaks up our routine, and so I can't say enough about my thanks. So, and I'm going to get out of here, but like always, I'm going to ask you to do something for your neighborhood, do something for your community, volunteer a little bit of time, okay? Y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Brandy said,